All right, hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. We're going to do Aries real quick, okay? I am going to be eating dinner in like less than 20 minutes, okay? So I just want to get Aries for your next 48 hours, okay? Make sure to like the video, double tap the screen. And if you would like a personal reading, they're available anytime. Just check my bio or the description box of every single video that I post, okay? So let's see real quick for your next 48, the weekend. Some of you guys could be listening to the weekend, okay? Let's see. All right, what is going on for my Aries? Truth and the truth only. Okay. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Gemini, okay? Some of you guys could have that in your chart as well. Let's see. I feel like you're really enjoying whatever it is that you're doing in the next 48, okay? You have a love or a passion for something, but I feel like you're also not sure if something is able to be, I'm hearing sustained, okay? So like you're wondering if um, something is going to work out or be valuable long term, okay? Yeah, you're indecisive about that, okay? So what is Aries doing in the next 48? Okay, that did want to come out. All right, so I think you might be kind of torn between somebody's name could be Natasha, okay? But some of you guys might be torn between doing something that you love, and I don't know if you want to let it go or if you're thinking about doing something else because the thing that you love is not working out long term, okay? I hope that makes sense. It could also be a person, you could love somebody, right? But then you realize like, okay, well, this between us is not working out long term. Okay, so you could be deciding like what you want to do about a certain situation or person, okay, because you're not seeing an actual stable future, okay, with something or somebody. So let's see. Because love is not enough. Love is definitely important, but in relationships, if you want a stable one, it's not enough. There has to be more stability, compromise, negotiating, things like that, um, in order for a actual situation or relationship to work. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, because you could be fighting with somebody too much. Aries, you could be dealing with a Leo. There's a lot of conflict. And so I feel like you're really in your head. Yeah. So, like I said, you can apply it to a work situation, a love situation, whatever you need, okay? But I do feel like overall, you are trying to make something work, okay? I feel like you want to see a future, you want this to work out long term, but right now it's not looking so great, okay? What else is going on for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48. Some of you guys could have Sag in your chart. Some of you guys are afraid to speak up about what you want to balance out with this person or situation. If you feel like you can't speak up in a certain situation with your own partner, that's a problem, okay? Um, if your own partner is making you feel like you can't say anything about how you feel, about what you want to change, that's a problem, okay? If someone's always combating you with your concerns, that's a problem, right? So, take that as a red flag, Aries, okay? I feel like you're having a hard time moving on because you really wanted something to work, or you really, like I said, you want it to work. You don't want to be, I'm hearing without this person or this thing, okay? But somebody might be a little bit more, I feel like you do need to worry about the material aspect of a certain relationship or situation, whether you're not getting paid enough or whether, this person never takes you on real dates, okay? Or, they're always late on bills, I don't know, whatever the case could be that is causing issues or fights, or you guys to keep struggling in the situation. I feel like you do need to look more into the material aspect of that, okay? So, somebody could be Hispanic as well. Yeah, look, Four of Wands reversed, okay? So I feel like you guys are wanting out. You do want out. You just may not be expressing that. Some of you guys are coming out, okay? Some of you. Um, I feel like you deep down want out of this situation, but like I said, you're holding on because you want it to work, okay? If you get it, you get it. All right, so let's get a few oracle and then we're going to wrap it up for the next 48 for you guys. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Oh, ow. See I don't know if you just saw my nail get caught in here. Somebody may get caught up, okay, in the next 48 as well. Whether that's you or somebody. You may catch somebody doing something again that you told them, like, maybe you didn't even tell them, but mentally you could have said, like, okay, well, if they do this again, then I'll have my answer, okay, or something like that. Look, something's coming to an end, Aries. Cemetery. Hopefully no one is actually passing away. Some of you guys could be going to a funeral or a burial site or visiting one, okay, in the next 48 hours. But I do feel like something is coming to a close, okay? You need to give something a rest, yeah. Intuition. You do need to listen to your intuition about this situation, okay? I feel like you're ignoring the signs, you're ignoring the true answer. The true answer is within yourself, Aries. Like I said, I feel like you already know where this is about to go, where this situation is going, where this person is refusing to meet you halfway. You know what I'm saying? So, and it could be anybody, take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, apply it to whatever situation you're in, okay? So let's see what else is going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 48. This could be about a side hustle, okay? Um, Especially if you're having any troubles or something like that with a side hustle, you might be deciding what you want to do elsewise or otherwise, okay? So let's see. You will progress though, Aries, okay? I just want you to know that you will progress with whatever it is that you are trying to do, but maybe you need to do something else as well right now, okay? So I'm not saying give up, but I mean, if it's a relationship that's not working out, then clearly, deception. More deception, okay? Someone that you're dealing with could have a lot of bad habits, but if it's a relationship, I do want to say, yeah, walk away sooner than later, okay? But if it's a job or something, maybe you want to stick it out. Or if it's a side hustle, stick it out, but don't give up on it, but do something else as well, okay? You need like a backup plan, okay? Plan A, plan B, and plan C. Maybe even plan D, okay? It never hurts to have a way out or a way around, a struggle, okay? Look, unfinished business. So you're not supposed to give up completely. I'm not talking about the relationship aspect, but apply it otherwise why can't I ever say that? Apply it elsewhere, okay? Um I don't think you should give up on this completely. You will go back to it, okay? You will go back to it at some point, okay? But you may need to take a break, go somewhere else, okay? Give it a rest, okay? Let's see. Some of you guys also might be picking up something that you already let go of or that you put down or that you stop doing, okay? This could be like a habit or a hobby, okay? Something about you re revisiting something, okay, or somebody. So let's see. Maybe you said, I'm done with this. I'm done with that person. I would never blah 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 blah. And then look at you, you're back at it, okay? You might be having a heart to heart with somebody. So you could be leaving one situation, you could be deading a situation and then going back to somebody who you know that maybe you actually want to be with that other person. Ooh, Aries, okay? For some of y'all, that's the case, okay? You're like, it's not working with you, but I want my ex back, okay? Not the ex that you don't like. I'm talking about this is an ex or a past situation that you would go back to, okay? This is somebody that you would want. So some of y'all are doing something like that as well. Let's get a few more. Whoa. By the end of the week and the next couple of months, okay? Somebody also could be 51, 43, 34, okay, years old. Something also could be happening within the next couple of months, okay? And some of you guys, you're wrapping this shit up by the end of the week. All right. Let's see. Yeah, because somebody either doesn't meet your expectations or, maybe you don't. And maybe you don't want to meet somebody's expectations. I feel like trying to get an Aries to do something that they don't want to do is like nails on a chalkboard to them. So Not a good idea, right? To push an Aries to do something they don't want to do. If it doesn't spark your interest, why would you do it, you know? And we have self neglect, okay? So this could even be about yourself too, okay? If you notice that in life you're starting to like not take care of yourself, okay, or something like that, you need to reevaluate what's around you, who's around you, what you can do to do better, what you can do to, at least clean up, your situation, okay, a little bit so that you can feel better or that your environment is better, okay? So apply it how you need to. Let's get a couple more. Some of you guys could work in a factory, okay, or you could be going to some sort of factory in the next 48 hours, okay, or you could live near a factory. There's an assembly line here, but yeah, you're healing, okay. Look, confirmation. Last two cards are healing and not compatible. So you guys are definitely walking away, or you should be considering walking away from something or somebody, okay, in the next 48. Even if you don't do it right away, because I understand sometimes it takes a minute to fully leave, right? Especially if you're in a toxic situation. Everything is situational. I know that, but at least make a plan, okay? Oh, excuse me. Okay. But make a plan so that you can actually get somewhere. Okay. You might need to actually plan a way out, like transportation wise. Okay. Or make sure you have a ride in the next 48 hours. Okay. So that is what I got for y'all for the next 48. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go eat dinner and then I might come back on here to do, I think Gemini's next. I already did Taurus a couple days ago. So Gemini would be next. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all later. I might do a Cash App Live later tonight. I'm not sure yet. It just depends, okay? Depends on how I feel. I've already taken 2 naps today, so a bitch is tired, okay? You guys have a good one. Bye.